Welcome back. It's your girl, Beck, obviously. As you can see, we are back in the kitchen. I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do. And this is my first time doing it. So we're gonna learn together. And if it turns out good, I'll be doing this all winter season, making more batches. But obviously, as you can tell from the title of the video, we are making homemade lozenges. I have like so many videos and recipes for this stored, but for me, I'm always the one that ends up like, I save a recipe and then when I go to try it, I end up just doing it how my brain ends up doing it. And so this is like a little bit of that. But yeah, I mean, this is the season for it. You know, it's cough and cold and flu season, so we had to protect ourselves. Obviously, I got my apron, y'all. No jump scares. I know it's still October, okay? But this is my apron for the day. I know. It's a candy cane apron. How dare I wear a candy cane apron in October? I'm personally one of those people that like, I don't like hearing Christmas music before Thanksgiving, babe. I don't like it. So sometimes when I see Christmassy like things, I start to get shook. Okay, y'all, hands are washed, aprons are on. All right. So let's go ahead and go over some of our ingredients, okay? My main ingredients here today are gonna be ginger, and I'm going to use, instead of lemon, I'm going to use some of this mandarin. I'm gonna just use it for the zest, and honey, obviously. But what I will say is, I would rather recommend people use local honey, because local honey is actually a lot better for you when you are trying to fight certain things, especially allergies. Now, these are other things that I might end up incorporating, or some of these spices. So one of which is going to be clove. I have some clove here, okay? And sage. I have some sage here. In my herbs and seasons video for herbal medicine that's in season right now, sage is actually one we broke down and mentioned and talked about some of the studies that they show for sage being a really good way to help with sore throat and other things. We might throw some cinnamon in there too. As you can see, we use cinnamon. We're a cinnamon household, okay? We use it a lot, but yes, okay? Let's go over some materials. So I have a cup measure, a small, 2 small bowls, a pan with some parchment paper, and a pot, grater, and then some cornstarch. I mean, cornstarch, I guess you could consider an ingredient, but it's really a preservative, so yes. I am going to work on this orange because I want to heat up this little mixture that's going to go inside. So some people use lemon juice. I'm going to end up using a little bit of this mandarin juice. I want to use enough that I can mix these herbs into it. So now that I have this juice here, I'm going to add a little bit of sage. Not much. Now, y'all see how I get. I came from a household where when we learned how to cook, it wasn't no measuring involved. It's literally just shake it in, okay? So I'm using a little bit, and I'm going to use a couple cloves. Oop, I got a little heavy-handed there. Okay, that's about 5. I think that's a good start. We'll leave it there. Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to heat it up for a little while to, you know, kind of make like almost a tea vibe out of it. Okay? All right. So it is hot, but this is what we have, okay? No, it smells fantastic. I gotta say that. It smells amazing. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange rind. I'm going to go ahead and peel the ginger. I know some people might be like, peel your ginger. This is just, listen, do what works for you. That's just what I like to do. If you don't like to do that, then don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna put some right here into this little group of things that I got. So you can see everything's kind of all mixed in now. So the ginger's in there. Trust me, y'all. I know what you're thinking. But this doesn't look good at all. Don't worry, it's all gonna come together. So I'm taking my fork and I'm kind of pressing into it. Now, normally when you're making this, when you're making lozenges and stuff like that, you want about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So basically what I'm doing is I'm infusing the orange juice, which is my lemon juice substitute, so the mandarin juice, I'm infusing it with ginger, and it's gonna be really potent. It's gonna be really strong. As you can see, that liquid is separating. Okay, so Tiny Sifter did in fact enter the chat, y'all. Don't worry, I will add that to the materials list. Okay, so this is what we have, right? Okay, and this is strong. Okay, this is very strong. So this is, I already checked, it's strong. So this is what we're gonna end up using to start. All right, now it's time to put the honey in the pot. I'm gonna use a cup. I'm gonna add this in. All right, now we're headed to the stove. All right, so the most important thing to remember about this part of the process is you have to keep stirring, because if you slow down, especially when it gets to this point, you are going to burn your honey and you don't want that. This first test I did in a cool bowl of water, not ice cold, but just cool, and clearly not ready, right? Now we have this beautiful golden brown color, and watch this test. Look at how solid that looks. That's what you want to see. That's how you know you're ready. Okay, so this is pretty much what mine looks like. I kept going till I had the temperament that I wanted in the bowl. Now I'm gonna put it on the pan.
Good.
Smells good?
What's next?
So we
It
did
tastes
good.
good?
Yeah, you wanna try one?
Yeah, I want to try one.
Okay. So a lot of them have cooled off now. And some of them I put the cornstarch on. I'm gonna walk you guys through that whole process of how I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm gonna go from there. All right, guys, so this is what we're working with. As you can see, these ones are still regular, but they are now easy to pop off the paper. Let me show you that. Boop. They just pop right off the paper. And then these ones, I've already put cornstarch on, okay? So what I did was, took a bowl, small bowl. I switched out for the other small bowl. But anyway, I'm just shaking like a little bit. Like that is even kind of a lot. And I'm kind of smoothing it out through the bowl, and I'm just kind of getting it on my hands. Because if I get enough on my hands, right, I can grab it and kind of rub it on a little bit. Or I could shake it around the bowl. Just enough to keep it from sticking to the others. All right, y'all, so this is kind of what the haul looks like. I even included some of the ones that are less aesthetically pleasing. But honestly, they came out looking like little river stones, which I think is really cool. There's a mix of different colors, shapes, sizes. You know, they're all unique, and I like that. As you guys saw, that was the process. Pretty simple process. It's not super complicated, but there are some really important things that you want to do or not miss to make sure that everything comes out fine, nothing gets burnt, all that good stuff. I'm thinking about next time putting like some peppermint oil in there or something like that, just to kind of give it a little bit of a menthol-y taste. I taste a lot of the clove, and I also taste a lot of the ginger. The orange is kind of an undertone, but it's still really, really good. This is a closer look at an individual one, and yeah, I think they came out really good. I'm definitely going to be doing these again. Like I kind of did my own thing. I had some recipes, I had some videos that I looked at, but honestly, I just kind of did my own thing. There's a lot of other recipes where you use honey and sugar and powdered sugar. Okay, I feel like those recipes are a little bit excessive. I feel like they're, for me, I feel like that is just too much sweet, like too much sugar. There should be a healthy balance to your medicine. You don't gotta pack it with sugar and then layer it with sugar. It's not supposed to be candy, it's supposed to be medicine. I didn't get powdered sugar, I just used cornstarch. And there's other options you can use if you don't want to use cornstarch. 10 out of 10. I gotta see if I can get my husband's reaction, see if he likes it. But my daughter's been eating them. She had 3. So I think we're in the clear. I think it's a hit. I think it's a hit. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, what you want to talk about next. I was happy to be here with you guys today. I'm happy that you were here with me. And until next time, y'all, peace out.
Are you talking to guys or are you talking to women?